Hello, hello, hello! Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to all our beautiful listeners. Welcome back to Sunny English Radio. I am Sunny, and today I am vibrating with energy.
Hello everyone, I am Noah. Sunny, please stop bouncing. The microphone is shaking. I am getting dizzy.
It cannot stop, Noah. Do you want to know why? I found the espresso machine in the lobby, and I had 3 cups.
3 cups? Sunny, that is not breakfast. That is a chemistry experiment.
Future Sunny can worry about that. Present Sunny is a champion, but Noah, look at you. You look very peaceful today. Or maybe asleep with your eyes open.
Thank you. I am going for the peaceful zombie look. Honestly, I am struggling. My brain is still loading. I am at about 15%.
Only 15%? Did you have a bad morning?
Yes. I put the tea bag in the fridge and the milk in the kettle.
Oh no, the classic kitchen amnesia. That is a very bad sign.
My brain feels like it is moving through honey. Thick, slow, sticky honey.
Noah, can I tell you a secret? This energy, this happy, hyper Sunny, it is fake.
Fake?
It is just the coffee talking. Underneath all this caffeine, caffeine is the chemical in coffee that gives you energy. Underneath the caffeine, I am actually exhausted, tired in my bones, and I feel guilty.
Guilty? Why would you feel guilty for being tired? Being tired is like being hungry. It is just biology. You don't feel guilty when you are hungry, right?
No, but this is different. Let me tell you about my weekend. It is a tragic story.
I am listening.
Friday night, I made a magnificent plan. I said to myself, Sunny, this weekend, you will change your life. I went to the stationery store. Stationery store is a shop that sells pens, notebooks, paper. I bought 5 neon highlighters, a new notebook, sticky notes. I was going to learn 50 phrasal verbs, read a business book, and clean my apartment.
That sounds like a schedule for a robot, not a human.
I felt like a robot. On Friday, I organized my desk. I uncapped my neon yellow pen. I was ready, and then Saturday morning came. I sat at my desk, I looked at the phrasal verbs list, and my brain just refused. I thought, I will check my phone for just 1 minute.
The famous last words.
Noah, it was a trap. I opened social media, and I saw a video of a man building a house out of chocolate, 40 minutes long. Fascinating.
Chocolate architecture, very dangerous.
Then a baby hippopotamus taking a bath. Then a video about organizing closets, even though I wasn't organizing anything. Suddenly, 4 p.m., the sun was going down.
And how many phrasal verbs did you learn?
0, not even 1. And on Sunday night, the guilt hit me like a truck. I looked at my empty notebook and I said to myself, Sunny, you are lazy. Everyone else is running marathons and starting businesses. You watched a hippo take a bath. You are wasting your life.
Sunny, stop right there. You are not lazy, and you are not a failure.
But I did nothing. I have neon pens and an empty brain.
We need to talk about this. This productivity guilt. Productivity means how much useful work you do. Guilt means feeling bad about something you did or didn't do. This guilt is dangerous.
You seem so calm, Noah. You probably spend your weekends reading philosophy and drinking herbal tea?
This calm took a long time to learn, Sunny. A few years ago, I was exactly like you. Maybe worse.
Really? Tell me. I need to know I am not alone.
5 years ago, I worked at a big company. I arrived at 7 a.m., left at 9 p.m. I skipped lunch. I told myself, sleep is for weak people. Noah needs results.
That sounds so intense.
I stopped seeing friends. I stopped calling my family. I got a promotion. I got money. I thought I was winning, and then one Tuesday morning I was standing in the elevator holding my coffee, checking emails, and suddenly the floor felt like it was moving. My vision went black, and I woke up on the floor of the lobby.
Oh my goodness, Noah. That is terrifying.
3 days in hospital. The doctor ran tests. And do you know what he found?
What?
Nothing was broken. He just looked at me and said, "Noah, you are empty. You have no fuel left. Your body pulled the emergency brake." And then he said something I never forgot. "If you don't pick a time to rest, your body will pick it for you."
Your body will pick it for you? That hits me very hard.
I was burning the candle at both ends. Burning the candle at both ends means working too hard with no rest, using all your energy, and the middle was melting.
So my weekend on the sofa, the hippo video, that was my body pulling the emergency brake?
Exactly. Your brain was empty. It forced you to stop. Sonny, take out your phone for a second.
Okay, it is here.
Look at the battery. What does it say?
85%. I charged it last night.
Good. Now imagine your phone is at 1%. That little red line. Do you try to download a 2-hour movie in 4K?
No, it would die immediately.
Do you open 20 apps and edit a video?
No, I run for the charger. I scream, "Where is the cable?"
And when you plug it in, do you shout at the phone? Stupid phone. Why aren't you working? You are lazy.
No, that would be crazy. It needs electricity. You cannot argue with physics.
So why do you shout at yourself?
Oh,
You are the phone, Sonny. Last weekend, you were at 1%. The red line, your brain needed a charger. But here is the important question. When you were scrolling and watching the hippo, were you actually resting?
no. I was watching the hippo, but in my head a voice was saying, "You should be studying. You are wasting time. You are bad."
That is not charging. That is like plugging in your phone with a broken cable. The electricity flickers. It is not a clean charge.
That explains why I felt worse on Sunday night. I didn't feel rested. I felt drained and ashamed. Drained means completely empty of energy.
Exactly. You were in fake rest. Scrolling social media is often fake rest. Your brain is processing information the whole time. Oh, that cake. Oh, that news. Oh, that person in Paris. It is noise.
My brain is like a computer with 50 tabs open. The music is playing, but I don't know which tab it is coming from. And the computer is getting hot, and the little circle just spins and spins.
Were.
Yes, whir. That is the sound inside my head. So how do I close the tabs? How do I get real rest?
You have to give yourself permission. You have to say, "I am closing the shop."
Closing the shop?
Imagine you own a small shop. At 6 p.m., you flip the sign on the door. Closed. You turn off the lights. You lock the door. If guilt comes and knocks on the window, you say,
Sorry, guilt. We are closed. Come back tomorrow.
"Yes." Say it louder.
We are closed.
Doesn't that feel good?
It actually does. It feels powerful. But Noah, if I rest, am I not being unproductive?
Think about an athlete, a bodybuilder. Do they lift weights 24 hours a day?
No, their arms would fall off.
They lift, and then they rest. And do you know when the muscle actually grows?
When they are lifting?
No, the muscle grows when they are sleeping. The lifting breaks it down. The rest builds it up. It is biology.
So, if I rest, my English muscle gets bigger?
Yes, when you rest, your brain sorts information, files memories, cleans out the trash. If you never stop, your brain is just a messy room full of papers. You cannot find anything.
That is exactly my brain. I can never find the vocabulary I need.
Because you never give the janitor time to clean. Let's make a rest menu. Things that actually charge your battery.
I am hungry for this menu. What is the appetizer?
Nature. Go outside. Leave your phone at home. Look at a tree.
Just look at a tree? That sounds very boring.
It is boring. That is the point. Your brain needs boring. When you look at a tree, it doesn't have to process anything. It can finally relax.
Okay, I can look at a tree. What is the main course?
Connection. Not digital connection, real connection. Talk to a friend face to face. Have a real conversation.
Real humans, not screens. What is dessert?
Sleep. A real nap. Dark room, no phone, comfortable pajamas.
Naps are delicious. I love naps.
But here is the secret ingredient for this whole menu. You must do these things without guilt. When guilt comes knocking, you use your affirmation. Affirmation means a positive sentence you say to yourself to feel stronger.
What is the affirmation?
Rest is productive.
Rest is productive? It feels like a contradiction. Contradiction means two ideas that seem opposite.
It is the truth. You are not doing nothing. You are recharging, you are preparing for the next launch. And remember this, Sunny, you are a human being, not a human doing.
Say that again.
You are a human being, not a human doing. Your value comes from who you are, not just what you finish on a to-do list.
I am going to write that on my mirror tonight. So to everyone listening right now, I know you are working hard. I know you want to learn English fast. I know you have jobs and families and pressure.
But check your internal battery. Are you at 80% or are you at 5%?
If you are at 5%, please listen. Stop. Do not try to learn one more word right now. Close the book. Close the app.
Go find your charger. Walk outside. Eat a good meal. Sleep.
And do not feel guilty. Say it with us, rest is productive.
English will be here tomorrow. The grammar rules are not running away. They will wait for you.
And you will learn faster when you are fresh. A sharp knife cuts better than a dull knife. Dull means not sharp, not effective.
Sharpen your mind by resting.
Thank you everyone for listening. Tell us in the comments, what is on your rest menu? What do you do to recharge?
But comment tomorrow. Go rest now.
We are closed.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.